What's up, everybody? Let's continue. Okay. We got the level up. Ooh, don't do that.
As a blade, my place is at Martin's side. With the amulet taken by the enemy, we must get Martin to safety at Cloud Ruler Temple. You may as well take Priam Aberyl's horse from the stable. He won't have use for it any longer. One of the youngest blades ever to serve in the Emperor's personal guard. I am glad to hear that he survived, but I fear he will take the Emperor's death particularly hard.
What about the Cloud Ruler Temple?
Cloud Ruler Temple was built long ago by the founders of the Blades, back in the days of Raymond Cyrodiil. It is high in the mountains near Bruma, our ancient fortress, sanctuary, refuge of last resort. Martin will be as safe there as anywhere.
So not very safe? Dragon fires?
The coronation of each new emperor is sealed when he uses the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires in the Temple of the One. The dragon fires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the emperor. His successor then lights them anew upon ascending to the throne. With Emperor Uriel dead and no successor crowned, the Temple of the One will be dark for the first time in centuries.
What about the Elder Council?
The Elder Council rules in the Emperor's absence by ancient tradition. Chancellor Akato heads the Elder Council and is the closest thing the Empire has to a leader right now. But the Blades answer only to the Emperor, of course. We are not an arm of the government.
Fair, fair. What about the Blades?
Yes, Boris told you right. I am the Grand Master of the Blades. We serve the Emperor and the Septim bloodline. Talos is our patron. You wonder to find me here? Discretion is our watchword. Only a few of us have the honor to serve publicly in the Imperial Guard.
Interesting.
We should get moving.
Of the Imperial
I won't rest
Guard.
easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Alright, we should probably get a move on. Do some stealth in the woods, get some venison, make some healing potions, you know, that kind of stuff. Let's see. Restore fatigue, resist disease, restore health. I have any damage health? Gotta get them level. Ooh, we got more. Ooh, shield. Interesting. I need to talk to Joffrey, don't I? No. Can't talk to people while I'm on a horse. Map. No, follow the blue one. Okay. On my way. Not particularly fast horse, but okay. I'll take it. It's cool that we can trot through the woods now. That guy's gonna die from a wolf. That's a shame.
Hello? Who's there? Now you will know pain.
I used to be a bandit until I took an arrow to the knee.
Oh.
Whoa, I totally missed. Damn you, bandit. Okay. We almost went horse surfing there for a second. Man, riding a horse has got to be hell on the hips for over a long period of time. I can only imagine. Never ridden a horse. I got friends who ride horses, though. I take care of a lot of people who have horses. That's what I do for a job. I get them feed, vitamins, supplements, whatever their horse needs. There's a bit of stutter going on. I don't need you to tell me it's his horse every 5 seconds. Thank you. Apparently I'm being attacked. I'm gonna have to add a mod so I can draw my bow on the horse. That'd be cool. Hopefully I can go this way. Just kind of going. They teleported in. Thought I saw two. Ah, there's a path here. Okay. Kind of a path, not really. This is why I typically walk. Okay, yeah, we definitely went off path a bit. Oopsie. Should be fine. It's so slow. Shouldn't have exited the road, Ian. Alright, well, I guess we're going on foot. This is up there, huh? We're gonna climb high into the Gerald Mountains. Nice. We up here. Oh boy. We can't be having a Gate of Oblivion now, could we? Definitely don't want a Gate of Oblivion right outside Cloud Rulers. Could be bad. Am I even close? Yes. Gotta keep an eye out for anything moving scamp-wise. Ooh, right on this guy's freaking back door. That sucks. Why here? Knock, knock. Anybody home? Hello, Jake. Mind if I take a nap here? I'm waiting for people. I don't know where they are. I guess we'll sleep till tomorrow, because they're going to take forever. Unless they were meeting me there. But they were following me, so I don't think that's the case. Somebody opened the door. Where are these guys at? Come on now.
Yes?
Rumor?
The Imperial City is located on a large island surrounded by Lake Ramar.
That's not a rumor.
You mean the Holy Hermit of Anvil? No one knows where he comes from, but they say
He's
he
gotta
has
be
the true
Sheogorath.
word. I'd
Gotta
love to
be.
go hear him preach.
It's
Bye.
gotta be Sheo. Alright, let's see. Another cave. Why did this dog just attack me? At least it wasn't Jake. Jake would never do that. Jake's a good boy. Alright, let's get to the front entrance. The stone stirs. I actually can conjure my own. You cannot unequip this. Interesting. Why do the Cloud Rulers have like katanas and more of like a Japanese aesthetic? That's an interesting thing I never thought about. Where are these people? Oh, they're close? Where are these people at? Alright, well, I guess we'll go close the Gate of Oblivion over there, and then hopefully they're here, or we can go see what's going on over there. That should be Bruma. Looks like a wizard keep. That's cool. There we go. All right, Bruma, what's going on? I have iron arrows to sell, and I would like to switch out to a stronger arrow type. Oh, now you guys decide to show up. Oh, of course, of course. I guess we'll go back to the Cloud Ruler Temple then. Come on, losers. Ooh, wormwood. Spriggans. Gotta have them Spriggans. Give me that acrobat level up. Restoration up. Do want to level that up. And the best way is practice.
Let's continue on to Cloud. The sooner we...
Finally.
Yes? As a blade, my place is... May Talos guide you.
What can I do for you, sir? I don't know much about him either. Just that he appeared in Anvil shortly after the attack on the chapel there. May Talos guide you.
You.
Grandmaster, is this...
Yes, Cyrus. This is the Emperor's son, Martin Septim.
My lord, welcome to Cloud Ruler Temple. We have not had the honor of an emperor's visit in many years.
Ah, well, thank you. The honor is mine.
Come. Your blades are waiting to greet you.
Your blades. Place is dope. Look at that. Oh no, he's gonna stand here, isn't he? I knew it. Do the salute. Aw, no salute.
Blades! Dark times are upon us. The Emperor and his sons were slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos. But there is yet hope. Here is Martin Septim, true son of Uriel Septim. Your Highness, the blades are at your command. You will be safe here until you can take up your throne.
Joffrey, all of you. I know you all expect me to be Emperor. I'll do my best. But this is all new to me. I'm not used to giving speeches, but I wanted you to know that
Isn't that
I
what a priest
appreciate
does?
your welcome here. I hope I prove myself worthy of your loyalty in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
Well then, thank you, Martin. We'd all best get back to our duties, eh, Captain?
Not much of a speech, was it? Didn't seem to bother them, though. The Blade saluting me and hailing me as Martin Septim. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I know I would be dead by now if it weren't for you. Thank you. But everyone expects me to suddenly know what to do, how to behave. They want an emperor to tell them what to do. And I haven't the faintest idea.
We need to get the amulet back.
Of course. The Amulet of Kings. So I, can take it to the Temple of the One and light the dragon fires. And stop the Oblivion invasion.
Please. And you'll be emperor.
The Emperor? That's an idea that will take some getting used to. In any case, we need the amulet first. Maybe Joffrey will know where to start. Something has changed to make these stable portals to Oblivion possible. Joffrey believes that the death of the Emperor and the darkening of the Dragonfires is the key.
What about the amulet of the
All
kings?
practitioners of Daedric magic are familiar with the almost impenetrable barrier between our world and Oblivion. What the Emperor told you implies that the amulet is the key to the preservation of that barrier. What I saw at Kavach. Everything I know about Daedric magic says that such stable portals are impossible. Yet those gates to Oblivion existed. The old rules no longer apply. Kavach is only the beginning of what Mehrunes Dagon will do. If the amulet is truly the key to restoring the barriers between our world and Oblivion, you must waste no time in recovering it.
What about the Daedra magic?
I haven't always been a priest. In my youth, I followed a different path. I know more than I want to about the seductive power of Daedric magic. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay. What do you think of the
He
prophet?
preaches in Anvil. Appeared right after the attack on the chapel there. Sounds like the usual doom-saying nonsense.
That was a different voice actor.
Don't worry about me, my friend. I know I'm in good hands here.
You have proven yourself a loyal servant of the Empire, as worthy as any of the Blades to stand by Martin's side during this crisis. As the Grand Master of the Blades, I would be honored to accept you into our order. Will you join us?
Absolutely.
It is my honor to welcome you into our ranks as a Knight Brother of the Blades. May Talos guide you.
And
It is
you.
good to be... You're right. We must try to recover the amulet before the enemy takes it out of our reach. You should go back to the Imperial City. Boris may have learned something about the assassins. You'll find Boris at Luther Broad's boarding house in the Elven Gardens district of the Imperial City.
What about the Cloud Ruler Temple?
This place was built by Raymond Cyrodiil Zakaviri Dragon Guard at the founding of the Second Empire. Since then, it has served the Blades as headquarters, fortress, and sanctuary. We can protect Martin here until you recover the Amulet of Kings. Give my warm regards to Boris. Tell him he should not blame himself for the Emperor's death. He did well to send you to me.
Alright. We got ourselves a katana! Don't need that no more. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. How do I... Oh. Oops. There we go. I have a bunch of stuff I need to sell. A bunch of rings and whatnot. What? No. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4. Oh, I have a... Okay, cool. But I want to do that when I have higher stealth so I can walk up behind them and absorb it. Wait. Wasn't there a Daedra? Where'd the Oblivion Gate go? Okay. Maybe I'm crazy, but I could have swore we had an Oblivion Gate, like, right there. We need to go to the store. Back in the snowy lands, just like Scrim. Nice. I outstretched my arm.
My children are starving.
Where's the market? Here. This is a guild.
My children are starving.
Magic skill. Oh. Whoops. Here we go.
Asking for a silver coin.
What? Greetings, Saint.
Good. I'm hungry.
Physics could be better. I don't know where anything is.
May I help you?
I know where the inn is. Where's the general shoppy? Cool that all the buildings are stepped.
Hello.
They're
What's
all
going on with
huge.
you? I ran into some goblins.
There we go.
Nasty.
I'm Surotan, proud owner of Nova Roma, a little piece of Heartland Empire here in the lofty Gerals. Let's do business.
Only have $600? Come on, man.
That's a fair deal. An excellent bargain. A fine transaction. A fine transaction.
Let's see. We don't need these.
That's more. An excellent bargain. You drive. A fine transaction.
fortify health. You know, anything that fortifies speed? Damn.
I appreciate your business.
Good luck in your sales,
Be
bud.
seeing you.
That's cool. Like a little lofted house where you live in the basement. That's neat. Nordwinds. From Skyrim. If I to steal, Nordic.
Skjorda, Nordwinds. We've got clothes and armor, and I've got a headache. So keep your voice down, please.
Will do, will do.
Well, have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
I doubt it. You ever heard of a 5-finger discount?
Be seen.
I'm Ulfund, the light armor trainer. Skjorda and I run North Winds. Please excuse us. We had a little drink up last night. Still a little muzzy.
Muzzy? Muzzy.
Let me take a look at what you've got. Pay attention, and you can learn a lot. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
I don't think I'm gonna have anything he wants. A significant number of. Oh. Don Doran's Juggernaut. Ooh. Nah, just your typical.
Goodbye.
I got trained up to level 3, so that's good.
May the wind be on your tidings, citizen.
Have you heard about Kvat? They say that Daedra came from Oblivion and burned the whole city to the ground.
Oh, have pity on an old. Have pity on an old war vet. Oh, cool. Does your horse just pop up in front of you wherever you go? I don't really like using the horses, though.
Oh, hello.
Hi. I know there's an Oblivion gate somewhere nearby. Is that one opening up right in front of the Imperial City? That's gnarly. Why are there imps so close near here? A little scouting imp? I don't know. Maybe I'll hear it, and I'll be able to navigate to it. Then again, I'm not really fortified for a big fight. Big old bird. Why are there so many imps on the road? Give me divinity. Conjuration bonus? Who needs it? Green stained caps, I believe, give me health potions, which are handy. I missed because I suck. Got him. There's not like a precept. I would have to use like detect life or something, right? Probably a spell that'll do it. Die. Creepy floaty thingy. Ah! Interesting. Does rocks slide here? And the lady said, it's on an island, they say. And it's like you can literally see it just by looking out your window, fam. I'll be the one with the primrose. That is a possible leap that you could make. Bang! Bing bop boom. Ooh, I want to attack a fort. Those are always fun. Somebody lives here. 12th of Rain's hands. Today begin my great project on the spontaneous generation of life. Uh-oh. I expect that there will be difficult days ahead, but if I succeed, my place among the great mages of history will be assured. Not good. Not good. The spell worked. Not perfect invisibility, of course, Fonto's third law, but it was more powerful than I expected. There were none of the side effects that Professor Traven had predicted. Even in my youth, I was already outstripping my elders. Now I can get back to my real work and purified imp gall. Wayne never saw the Emperor's agent, Lady Priestess, again, but she kept her promise. Rasecus at night, a night blade in the service of the Empire, arrived at Lord Strel's house in disguise. She was an apt pupil, and within days he had taught her what she needed to know. Looks like it's just a story. Fuck him. I'll have him. I don't know where he is, but I'll steal his stuff. Is he in here? He's got to be in here. Has he gone to the dark side? Is he a necromancer? I guess we'll find out. If this place is full of zombies. Scamps. That's not a good sign. Neat. Place is straight up corridored. Unless he's the reason why there's scamps. Calipers. My Eek needs those. If this guy's here, though, I can absorb his powers on touch. His willpower would be a good grab if he's a mage, like he claims. Door to the Heartland. It's back outside? Whoa. That's cool. Get a little air there, you know? Because I thought he would be trekking down here for the imp stuff, maybe, but... perhaps not. No, that's back to the exit. Oh. Who's attacking me? Who's threatening me? I will find you. Oh. How do you know where I am? say, come on. Not much down here. Well. He made the wolf invisible. Whoa. I got a wolf and a rat. Why was I attacked by invisible critters? Where is this guy? Why is he making invisible critters? I can see you. Ah. That's the problem with almost invisible. It's not invisible. Nernroot. I don't recall there being things in the lake or anything, but maybe there is. From downtown! From uptown! From literally everywhere. I miss. Oh! That man got doinked in the face. Guessing he's gonna be in Sinkhole Cave then. Or yeah, it must suck when you get you're a bandit and you get raided. The irony. Let me shut my hourglass. Anything else I need to worry about? I need to get that flashlight spell. When that lets you have the little orb follow you around that illuminates the room. Love that spell. Man, they faked me out. That could have been better designed. I gotta go pee here in a second. We'll be pausing it for just a second. What are you doing, blindo? Oh, an archer battle.
Oh!
What does this do? I gotta sell a bunch of my potions so I can make a bunch of rapid damage health potions. So I can get the sneak shots off and just hide off in the distance.
Oh! What's the matter?
I suck.
Is the baby going to cry?
Bruh, game.
Die! This ends here! Die! I fought mud crabs more fiercer than you!
There you have it.
Die, damn you!
A little bit different when you take it to the face.
Well, look who we've got here.
Who do you got?
Die, damn you!
Damn, that guy sucked. Y'all should invest in like throwing poison darts or something. You can just whip them at me. At the very least. Ooh, a silver bow. An apple. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Is my camera following me? Yeah. Be right back. We back at it again, boy. I got too many spells or potions on me. I don't really need them. You died a coward. Well, I am a sitting duck if I were to be assaulted from above. Yeah, but you're up there. I'm down here.
You're a traitor to your own race!
Sure, I'm a traitor to my own race.
Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby gonna cry?
I don't know how to get to you. That's the matter. If I knew, you'd be dead. That's how it works. How do I know what damage a bow does? Anybody have an answer to that? Let's have some poison fun. If I have any. I don't think so.
Die, cur!
Take an arrow to the fucking face. Mud crabs. My God. They're working with the mud crabs. Can't believe it. Traitors to my own blood. Oh. Oh. Get smoked. Gonna have to make potions here soon. Why is this Blair barricaded? Ah. Mastery increased. Ah, so this is the upper section here.
Die!
That's what I was gonna say. Whatever. Silver dagger. Silver arrows. What are you guys? Ooh, she got a little knockoff there. Red loaf. Fighting vampires? I remember that was like the only reason why I played with a silver weapon. Because I didn't want vampirism. And then I found out it was a quest. Neat. That's it. Yeet. Oh, they do break. That's cool. That's neat. Oh, I didn't know you could just hold it. I'm fast now. I'm getting faster. You can get crazy fast by the end of the game if you play it right. Plus, you can like fortify your speed and stuff. Excuse me. Nobody likes chronic lethargy, but I got it. Beautiful. Okay, we need to get in. Where are you?
You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
Sounds good, sounds good.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Yeah, I'll be taking all of those.
You're a fine negotiator.
No, wait, I want these.
A fine transaction. You've made a good bit of gold.
I don't want to get rid of that.
A fine transaction. That's a good deal.
Sea stride, I can walk on water? Cool.
I let that go too cheaply. I appreciate your business. Blasted thief. I hope they string him up when they catch him. He's a slippery one, though. The beggars are his eyes and ears.
Are you sure?
Come see me anytime, friend. I'm here day or night.
You just hang out there? Is this just where he chills, I guess? Look, they got a little basement, too. Shut up, I'm just looking at your little basement. Jesus. I need to go to bed so I can level up. My mercantile skill increased.
What is it, citizen?
Oh, where's the nearest respite? No, that's the sewers. Here we are. The Siberian?
Welcome, friend, to the Tiber Septum Hotel.
There you go.
I am Augusta Aledia, your hostess. Why, yes. I do have a lovely room available for a mere 40 gold a night. Are you interested?
I'll take it.
Excellent. The room is on the floor upstairs, at the west end of the hall. I do hope you rest well.
Thank you.
Bye.
To sleep with you. Ooh, that's not. Not that one. Not that one. This one. I still think it would have been cool if we could lock the doors. Well, I wasn't disturbed. You resolve to continue pushing yourself. Perhaps there's more to you than you thought. Let's go. We gotta go find our homie. Thank you. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. I'm really good at being poor in this game.
Greetings,
Probably
Bosmer.
one of the best. Don't call me Bosmer. You should identify me by my name.
Listen, I'm going to get up in a minute and walk out of here. That guy in the corner behind me will follow me. You follow him. We can't talk now. Just follow my lead. Good. Remember, wait for him to follow me. I want to see what he'll do.
How do I get up? Oh. Put a grenade in his pocket by pickpocketing him. I took his poison.
Wrong move.
The time of cleansing is all.
I stole his poison so he couldn't poison him.
Search his body. I'll keep an eye out in case any of his friends are nearby. Good work. I am glad to see you, by the way. You just caught me at a bad time. The assassins who killed the Emperor were part of a Daedric cult known as the Mythic Dawn. Apparently worship the Daedra Lord Mehrunes Dagon. I've been tracking their agents in the Imperial City. I guess they noticed.
The enemy has the amulet.
So you said. That's very bad news.
I found Uriel's heir.
Thank Talos he lives. Martin Septim, you say? We will
did
restore
it.
him to the throne. It is the sworn duty of all blades.
What's our next move?
There's a scholar at the Arcane University. Tarmina's her name. Supposed to be an expert on Daedric cults. Why don't you take that book to her? See what she makes of it.
All
I'll
right.
keep running down leads on the Mythic Dawn network.
Okay.
If you learn anything, you can find me at Luther Broad's. May Talos guide you.
These are too crunchy. Armina?
Like I said, she's one of the brains over at the Arcane University. Supposed to know everything there is to know about Daedric cults.
Gotcha.
I hope you learned something from Tarmina about that book. This might just be the break we need.
Agreed.
What do you
Can we
need, friend?
trust the barkeep?
Luther Broad's boarding house. I'm Luther. You want beds or food? See me.
Actually, I want to sell you things.
Have a look at my wares. I'm
Have a
sure
look
there's
at my
something to suit
wares.
you.
Ooh, water breathing? I'll hold on to that. I don't know what that does, though. Disparels, Night Eye.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
Damage strength.
That's a fair deal.
Or agility with shield. I'll keep that. Don't need these. Damage health. Need that. Don't want to get rid of those. Protect life. Restore willpower. Restore personality.
That's a fair deal.
Shield, actually. Water breathing from onions? What? Don't need these. You need that. Don't need these.
You've got a great deal there.
Frost damage? Don't need that.
You've made a good bit of gold. That seems a fair price.
Cure paralysis and fortify personality. Damage health. Good. Don't need these. Burden. We need that. Ah, that's how you make feather. Got it.
That
Don't need 3 of those. Don't need these.
That's a fair deal. An
Need
excellent bargain.
those. You need that.
A fine transaction.
Chameleon. Don't need it. Don't need it.
An excellent... That's a good deal.
Oh, is that why my luck is so bad? Is because I love to eat apples?
Tell your friends about me.
Tell your friends about me. Who's Hieronymus Lex?
He's that Imperial Watch captain that's always chasing after the Grey Fox and the Thieves Guild. Chasing after shadows, if you ask me. The Thieves Guild probably doesn't exist, and it's a sure bet the Grey Fox doesn't either.
What makes you say that?
Bye.
Bye. Jolly Rancher gummies slap. Wow. Alright. Restore health, restore health. Restore health. Okay. Let's do burden. Let's do damage health. Got drain. Damage health. Damage health. And then I go in here. I do take the 6 one. There we go.
Hello there.
Hi.
Please show your respect for the Imperial Palace by keeping your voice down.
Sorry. A little roleplay never hurt. Ooh. Arboretum.
You have my ear, citizen.
Nern root. I found a
You have
Nern
my
root.
ear, citizen.
What's that?
What's this about?
It's
It's pretty.
They swarmed in. The town guard never had a chance.
I've heard others say the same.
What is it, sir?
Goodbye. I've heard others say the same. Goodbye. I thought these were the Dragonfire altars at first, but they're not. The Arcane University. But I'm no mage. I'm a poison crafter and an archer. Ooh, pretty purple.
What is it, citizen?
What is it, citizen? Ooh, you look cooler. I like your hood. It's cool. It's cool. Uniforms are lame. Ooh. Neat. No matter how hard you try, the gate will not move. Interesting. You can see it's unlatched and everything seems fine. No, we're crashing. Damn it. Exception access violation. Reading on address buffer state 0. Apparently that's kernel 32. And a DLL file. Stream freeze? Yeah, it did. I caught it though. I'm not frozen at least.
How goes it?
Pretty good.
Hello!
can't speak to Mina from here?
Ah, you must be the one I got the message about. How can I help you? You know of them? One of the most secretive of all the Daedric cults. Not much is known about them. They follow the teachings of Mainkar Cameron, whom they call the Master, a shadowy figure in his own right.
I found one of their books.
Ah, yes. Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. Wonderful. You have a scholarly interest in Daedric cults, then?
I need to find the mythic dog.
Find them, huh? I won't poke my nose any further. Official business and all that. I'm used to working with the Blades. Don't worry. Say no more.
Okay.
In any case, finding them won't be easy. I've studied Mainkar Cameron's writings a bit myself. At least those that I could find. It is clear from the text that Mainkar Cameron's commentaries come in 4 volumes, but I've only ever seen the first 2 books. I believe that his writings contain hidden clues to the location of the Mythic Dawn's secret shrine to Mehrunes Dagon. Those who unlock this hidden path have proven themselves worthy to join the ranks of the Mythic Dawn cult. Finding the shrine is the first test.
Gotcha.
If you want to find them, you'll need all 4 volumes of the commentaries.
Where can I find these books?
Here, you can have the library's copy of Volume 2. Treat it gently, if you please. As I've said, I've never even seen the 3rd and 4th volumes. You should try first edition over in the Market District.
Okay.
Phintius, the proprietor, caters to specialist collectors. He may have an idea of where to locate those books.
Gotcha. What else can you tell me about the mythic
They
Dawn?
worship the Daedra Lord Mehrunes Dagon, according to the teachings of their leader, Mainkar Cameron. No one knows. It was so nice chatting with you.
Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes, Book 1 by Mainkar Cameron. Greetings, Novitiate? Noviate? Noviate? Novitiate? Navitia? What is that word? Novitiate. It's also a show.
Novitiate. American
Novitiate. Okay. Greetings, Novitiate. And no, first a reassurance, Mainkar Cameron was once like you, asleep, unwise, protonymic. 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 Define. The true name. The true name or the incantatory name of an entity, especially a Daedra, which is used in incantation magic, summon or banish them. So he was a familiar, in a sense. He was able to be summoned. And also, it's pointing at the sleep again. We mortals leave the dreaming sleeve. Oh yeah, the dream sleeve. I forgot all about the dream sleeve. Of birth, the same, unmantled save for the symbiosis with our mothers. Thus to practice and thus to rapprochement? Rapprochement? There's so many weird words. Rapprochement. An establishment of resumption or harmonious relations. Okay. Until finally we might, through new eyes, leave our hearths without need or fear, as she remains behind. In this moment, we destroy her forever and enter the demesne of Lord Dagon. Reader, this book is your door to the demesne, and though you be a destroyer, you must still submit to the lock. Lord Dagon would only have those clever enough to pause. All else that Oribus claims their fool running. Walk first, heed the impatience you feel in your first slave to behead. Enter as Lord Dagon has written. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Know that they... Okay, the books are the keys. Know that then you are royalty, a new breed of destroyer, whose garden shall flood with flowers, known and unknown, as it was in your mythic dawn. Thus shall you return to your first primal whale, and yet come out different. It shall this time be neon embiosis, master akin to master. Neon embiosis. Meaning. I'm guessing that's just like another way of them saying like neo symbiote. Like a new beginning of connection would be my guess. Master akin to master. See that? Yeah. Whose mother is miasma. I don't get it. Every quarter has known us, and none bore our passing except with trembling. Perhaps you came to us through war or study or shadow or the alignment of certain snakes. Though each path matters in its kind, the prize is always thus. Welcome, Noviet. I don't know why I want to put a Russian. Novoshiet, that you are here at all means, that you have the worthiness of king. Seek thy pocket now and look. There is the first key glinting with the light of a new dawn. That's the first book. Night falls day, and so know that this primary insight shall fall alike unto the turbulent evening sea where all faiths are tested. Again, a reassurance, even the usurper went under the lilac, iliac, liac, iliac, liac, liac? It's a big bone in your lower body. I don't know. Before he rose up to claim his feet, fear only for a second. Shaken belief is like water for a purpose. In the garden of the dawn, we shall breathe whole realities. Enter as Lord Dagon has written. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Our order is based on the principles of his mighty razor. Novitiate, questing knight, chaplain, and master. Let the evil ones burn in its light as if by the excess of our vision. Then shall our knowledge go awry. Why is knowledge uppercase? However, recall that your sight is yet narrow, and while you have the invitation, you have not the address. My own summons come through a book Lord Dagon wrote himself in the deserts of rust and wounds. Its name is the Mysterium Xarxes, the Eldmeretta the aggregate forefather to the wife of all enigma. Each word is a razor fed in secret thinner than cataclysms. Tarnished like red drink that I mention, it all is testament to your new rank, my child. Your name is now cut into its weight. Palace, hut, or cave, you have left all the fog worlds of conception behind. Numantia, liberty, rejoice in the promise of paradise. Okay. Endlessly it shall form and reform around you, deeds as entities, all systems, only an hour before they bloom to zero sums, flowering like vestments, divine raiment, worn to dance at Lord Dagon's golden feet. In his first arm a storm, his second the rush of plagued rain, the third all the tinder of Anu, and the fourth the very eye of Catahome. Feel uplifted in thine heart that you have this first key, for it shall strike high and low into the worm rot of false heaven. Roaring I wandered until I grew hoarse with the gospel. I have read the mysteries of Lord Dagon, and feeling anew went mad with the overflow. My words found no purchase until I became hidden. There were not words for the common of Tamriel, whose clergy long ago feigned the very existence of the dawn. Learn from my mistake, know that humility was Menkar Cameron's original wisdom. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Interesting that it brought up the dream sleep. Offering myself to the daybreak allowed the girdle of grace to contain me. When my voice returned, it spoke with another tongue. After 3 nights, I could speak fire. Okay. Man was spitting fire. Red drink, razor fed, I had glimpsed the path onto the garden, and I knew that to inform others of its harbor, I had to first drown myself in search to sea. Know ye that I have found my fleet, and that you are the flagship of my hope. Greetings, novitiate. Menkar Cameron was once you, asleep, unwise, protonymic, but am no more now. I sit and wait to feast with thee on all the worlds of this cosmo. Numantia Liberty. Whoever findeth this document, I call him brother. Answers are liberations, where the slaves of Malbioj that came to know Numantia cast down their jailers, King Mastiak, which the Xerxes Mysterium calls the Arcane. Interesting. Mastiak, whose carcass was dragged through the streets by his own bone walker, and whose flesh was opened on the rocks thereon. And those angels who loved him no longer did drink from his honeyed ichors, screaming, "Let all know free will do as they will." That's what I'm saying, man. You got free will. You got no reason. Just be kind and just. 'Cause you're free to do that. Your coming was foretold, my brother, by the Lord Dagon in this book of razors. You are to come as idols drop away from you one by one. You are exalted in eyes that have not yet set on you. Swain too well traveled to Shatterer of Mantles. Brothers are to sit with me in paradise and be released of all unknowns. Indeed, I shall show you his book and its fall and many-feathered rubric, so that you can put into symbols what you already know. The sphere of destruction is but the milk of the unenslaved. I fault not your stumbling, for they are expected and given grace by the oil. I crave not your downfall, though without them you might surpass me, even in the coming earth of all infinities. Lord Dagon wishes you no ills, but the momentous, and as he wants, you must want, and so learn from the pages of God this, the ritual of want. Was that even a sentence? Whisper to earth and earth, where the meddlers take no stones except to blood. As blood is blood, and to the cracking of bone as bone is bone. And so to crack and answer and fall before the one and one, I call you, dragon, as brother and king. What? Hides of Drew, 7 and 7, draughts of oil, 1 and 1, circles drawn by wet bellites. 3 concentric, and let their lower blood fall where it may. A birth watched by blackbirds. Hearth fire first, and cant the following, when your hearing becomes blurred. Enraptured, he who finally goes unrecorded. Recorded the slaves that without knowing turn the wheel. Enslaved all the children of the Urbis as it is. Urbis. I like the word Urbis.
Be sure to let me know how your hunt for the mythic dawn turns out.
Well, I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? There we go.
Well met.
I don't... It seemed like it was giving me, like, a rundown on how to access wherever the Mythicon
Don't
is.
you have to rip?
And then the first one seemed more like an informal invitation to, like, try to find 3 and 4. As if 1 and 2 are simpler to find, but 3 and 4 are, like, the important ones. I'm broke, so...
You have my ear, citizen.
Good morning.
And some of it was, like, maybe past records. I'm gonna have to watch a lore breakdown on this game, because I already know it's gonna be super complicated. It's Bethesda, after all.
I'm Phintius, owner and proprietor of the first edition. Look around. If I don't have it, maybe I can get it. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. In Cheydinhall and Southern Books in Leowin. You must be referring to Mankar Cameron's commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes, a common mistake. It comes in 4 volumes. The first 2 volumes are rare, but you may run across them from time to time. In Cheydinhall, Southern Books in Leowin. I happen to have a copy of Volume 3 on hand, but I'm afraid it is a special order. Already paid for by another customer. Sorry. Gwyneth would be terribly disappointed if it was gone when he came to pick it up. So sorry I can't help you.
That was Gwyneth.
I don't know him personally, but he was very eager to get his hands on Volume 3 of Cameron's commentaries. Came all the way from Valenwood. As a matter of fact, he's already late for his appointment to pick up the book. Feel free to wait for him if you want to speak to him yourself. I wish I had one, but I have never even seen a copy. Say what you're going to say. Oh, that's just the thing. Good day.
I'm sorry, but I'm late for an appointment. I've no time to talk now. I'm here for my book, Mankar Cameron's Commentaries, Volume 3.
Ah, of course. Here you go. Keep us in mind for any future needs.
Thank you, thank you! I can't tell you how long I've been looking for this book.
Little does he know, I'm a prick!
Hi.
Have you ever seen Irene Metric move? Amazing.
She's something else. I thought she'd train others as well.
What?
Okay, we don't want to get caught, but we're gonna steal it.
What do you think you're doing?
What is it?
I'm waiting. I don't like you and don't want to talk to you.
What if I give
Make
you
it
money?
quick. Handsomely done. What a thoughtful gift.
I don't like you, and don't want... By all accounts, he preaches that the attack on Anvil Chapel is an omen of some kind of coming doom. You should go to Anvil and hear him for yourself, if you're interested. They say he preaches outside the chapel every day, rain or shine. Good day. Good day.
Have you been following me? Leave me alone. That book is mine. Mythic Dawn? Are you... I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about any cult. I beg your pardon? You presume to tell me about Daedric cults? I'll have you know that I visited the shrine of Sheogorath during the Festival of the Mad. I've spoken with Hermaeus Mora beneath the full moons. What? The Mythic Dawn were the ones? You have to believe me. I truly had no idea. I mean, I knew they were a Daedric cult. Mankar Cameron's views on Mehrunes Dagon are fascinating, revolutionary even. But to murder the Emperor? Mara, preserve us.
Just give me the book.
Yes, of course. I don't want anyone to think I had anything to do with their insane plots. Here, Volume 3 is yours. What you do with it is your business.
I need the 4th book as well.
You can only get Volume 4 directly from a member of the Mythic Dawn. I had set up a meeting with the sponsor, as he called himself. Here, take this note they gave me. It tells you where to go. I don't want anything else to do with the Mythic Dawn.
That was easier than I thought. He bent. He bent! Ah, soul strap. Oh, that's right. Interesting. I'd have to mark it myself. That's fine. All right, we need to go to the Thieves Guild. There's a bunch of stuff that I need, such as the ability to fence items, because I'm going to need gold, which means I'm going to need to commit a couple burglaries. And get my hands on valuable stuff. Speak, citizen. Ooh, a little port. Neat. Whee!
Srathat greets you.
How are you?
An intriguing fellow from what I've heard. A cut above the usual street corner rabble-rouser. He's the talk of Anvil, apparently.
Nobody
Goodbye.
seems to have the same questioning mindset regarding him. He comes off as Sheo to me. Sheogorath, that is.
Ah!
We can only hope the trouble subside quickly.
Be seen.
Need to get in here. game's so pretty. Gotta find a way in. Damn rebel rousers. What if I wait? Who stopped me from waiting?
What? Battlehorn Castle near Coral is besieged by marauders. I wish I could go and save them.
That's
Good day.
Interesting. I didn't know he gave me that kind of info. What is stopping me from waiting? We just slept together. Deal with it.
Good evening. What do you want? Take care.
I didn't realize this was an abandoned shack.
Evening.
Dranus Lethero.
Dranus Lethero. I just got
Wasn't
back from
close.
Solstheim. Boy, was that a mess. And now I'm out of work. Bothiel from the Arcane University is looking for someone to chase the bandits from Camp Ailes. Probably trying to enhance her weird machine.
Interesting.
Oh, he's that wanted criminal. Isn't he a master thief? I hear he's dangerous too. I've heard that the beggars spy for him. Stop talking.
So if it's not here, I must have to meet somebody.
You're not easy to get hold of. What have you found out? This just might be the break we've been looking for. Good work. We need to get that fourth book, then. If Tarmina is right, we can use these books to locate the Mythic Dawn's hidden shrine. Let's go. I know that part of the sewers well.
The sewers?
The sewers run underneath the whole Imperial City. There are access points in every district. The Blades have occasion to use them in our undercover work, as well as a means to move around the city without attracting attention.
Makes sense. What about the Mythic Dawn?
They'll pay for the murder of the Emperor. Now that we know who they are, it's only a matter of time.
Okay.
Follow me. I know how to get to the part of the sewers where we need to meet the sponsor.
Hey, who's this?
You can call me Halad the Outlaw, because I'm on the lam.
What does that even mean?
I saw Irene Metric recently. She jumped clear over a table at the inn. Be seeing you.
The tower touches all the mantles of heaven, brother novitiates, and by its apex one can be as he will. More, be as he was, and yet changed for all else on that path for those that walk after. This is the third key of Numantia, and the secret of how mortals become makers, and makers back to mortals. The bones of the wheel need their flesh, and that is mankind's heirloom. Oath breakers beware, for their traitors run through the mimic paths. Runner dogs of prolix gods. What is prolix? And gods is not uppercase there. Prolix, a speech of writing using or containing too many words, tedious, lengthy. That's exactly what these books have been. Were prolix books. The dragon's blood. Oh my god. Ugh. The dragon's blood have hidden ascension in 6,000 years of ethereal labyrinth, which is arena, which they yet deny is oath-bound by the book. Take this key and pierce the divine shell that encloses the mantle takers. The skin of gold. Scarab eye orbix. Okay. Woe to the oath breakers of the skin of gold. Xerxes Mysterium says, "Be fooled not by the forlorn that ride astray the roadway." They lost faith, and this losing was caused by the Aedra, who would know no other planet. Aedra. Daedra, Aedra. Got it. So Akatosh, Mara, Arche, they're all Aedra. Got it. But the Aedra who would know no other planets, whereby the words of Lord Dagon instructed us to destroy these faithless, eat or bleed dry the gone forlorn, and gain that small will that led them to walk the path of Godhead. At the first, spit out or burn to the others to the side that which made them delay. Know them as the Nemoli, Interesting. Interesting. Every new limb is paid for by the underknown. See, brother, and give not more to the Hydra. Reader, you will sense a shadow choir soon. The room you are in right now will grow eyes and voices. The candle of spell light you read this by will become gateways for the traitors I have mentioned. Scorn them and fear not. Call them names. Call out their base natures. I, the Mankar of stars, am with you, and I come to take you to my paradise where the tower traders shall hang on glass racks until they smile with new revolution. That is your ward against the Nemoli. Nemoli. I want to say Nemoli. That sounds right. They run blue through noise and shine only when the earth trembles with the eruption of newly mantled. Tell them, go. Gahark al Nim. God is come. Numi Mora. Num Dale. Nem. Words. Once you walk in the mythic, it surrenders its power to you. Myth is nothing more than first wants, unutterable truth. Ponder this while searching for the fourth key. Understood laws of the arcanature will fall away like heat. First tower dictate. Render the mutant bound where he may do no more harm. As god of the Mundus. Mundus? That's like earth power, isn't it? Oh, just Latin for world. As god of the world, alike shall be his progenies. Split from their divine sparks, we are 8 times 8 exarchs. What's an exarch? Bishop. Okay. Essentially a bishop. So we're saying by the 9, Talos is what? The newest god? Talos didn't create the Orbis. He wouldn't have been recognized as an ancestor. And definitely cannot be Aedra. Okay. So Talos is not Aedra. Talos, because of his ideology, views Talos as a human who ascended to divinity rather than a true divine. According to Mankar's teaching in the commentaries on the mysterious Xerxes, his belief system challenges the nature of divinity and the constructs of the world, labeling the Aedra as traitors and focusing more on Daedra and their liberation from the imposed order. Talos, being an ascendant man, and not originally one of the Aedra, might not fit neatly into Mankar's perspective of what constitutes true divinity, especially within the dichotomy of Aedra and Daedra that shapes his views. It's not necessarily about ignoring Talos outright, but rather about Mankar's philosophical framework, which may relegate Talos to being a mortal-made god, unworthy of deeper theological significance compared to his radical ideology. Interesting. Understood laws of the arcanature will always fall away like heat. First our dictate, render the mutant bound where he may do no more harm. As god of the Mundus, alike shall be his progeny. Split from their divine spark, we are 8 times 8 exarchs, bishops. Let the home of Padme see us as sole exit. Chim those who know it can reshape the land. Witness the home of the Red King's once jungle. The Red King. Interesting. Ah. Okay, so he is talking, because the Red King is Talos. In the context of Mankar Cameron's writing, the commentaries on the Mysterium Xerxes, the Red King is commonly interpreted as a reference to Tiber's septum, also known as Talos the Red. Part could symbolize the empire, often associated with the color red, while King refers to Tiber's septum status as the founder of the Septim Empire. Okay. Endeth we seek through... Oh, wait. He that enters paradise enters his own mother. I Elma Ruma. The Orbis endeth in all ways. So... the universe of Nirn, Mundus, and beyond. It's essentially the metaphysical framework that contains all existence, time, space, gods, mortals, and realm. So here he's referring to ending the galaxy in a sense. The Orbis isn't just a spatial idea, but a representation of existential concepts like creation, destruction, and the cyclical nature of existence. It's where the interplay of divine beings and mortals shapes reality, making it a philosophical, or as philosophical as it is mythical. So that means Oblivion is a real world that you could travel through space to get to. And we exist on the Mundus. Okay, got it. Endeth we seek through our dawn, all endeth. Falter now and become one with the wayside orphans that feed me. Follow and I shall adore you from inside. My first daughter ran from the Dagonite road. Her name was Ruma, and I ate her with no bread and made another, which learned and I loved that one, and blackbirds formed her twin behind all time. Bruh, run out of sentences. Starlight is your mantle, brother. Wear it to see by, and add its light to paradise. So, essentially, okay, so essentially, if I'm understanding this correctly, in these 3 books, he's stating that the dream sleeve, he connected to it, became aware that the Orbis was an illusion, and wants to ascend to destroy all realms to create one unified realm? Fascinating. In essence, yes, he advocates for obliterating the current order so that a new liberated world can emerge from its ashes. This aligns with his Daedric-influenced belief system that champions chaos, rebellion, and the rejection of imposed order. It's a cosmic reboot fueled by his conviction that the Mundus is a prison rather than a gift. So, because if the Aedra exists where all magic is, and the Oblivion is like... Wait a minute, so Oblivion isn't a hell? Oblivion isn't really hell in the traditional sense. What some mortals in the Elder Scrolls might describe it as such, it's more accurate to think of the Oblivion as a vast collection of planes, each ruled by a Daedric prince. Not a singular place, but rather a realm with diverse environments reflecting the nature and whims of its ruler. Okay, okay, so that's why Shale Gorath is like a Loki. Okay. So it's just a distinct world within the Orbis.
Hello and welcome to Written in Uncertainty, an Elder Scrolls podcast.
Elder Scrolls podcast. I want to see like an in-universe perspective of what the Orbis is. Sovngarde Aetherius. Anu and the Padme. Realm of the Ideal Masters. Apocrypha. Realm of the Hermaeus Mora. Blood Bowl. Cold Harbor. Shivering Isles. Realm of Sheol. The Realm of Maris Vega. So what planet are we on? Nern. So we should just reference Nern. 2 moons. And Nern is the center of this universe? Got it. Interesting. This helps a lot. Like, that puts a lot of stuff into perspective. That these are like... Okay. Magnus, the sun. And these are all just like moons of Nern. And then these are the void between the Mundus and... Okay. Sovngarde is a specific afterlife with the Norse-inspired mythologies of the Elder Scrolls dedicated to an honored dead of the Nordic people. It is essentially a realm within a realm, a part of the Aetherius, which is the overarching divine plane. Aetherius itself is the source of magica and the home of many Aedra, as well as other afterlife realms like Sovngarde. Think of Aetherius as the vast divine plane, and Sovngarde as one corner of it, a special resting place reserved for Nords who have died heroic of noble deaths. So essentially, Anu and Padme are yin and yang? Anu embodies order, stasis, and light. He represents preservation, unity, and eternal. Padme, on the other hand, signifies chaos, change, and darkness. Brings dynamism, conflict, and creation through destruction. Interesting. I'm learning a lot. I'm gonna go get some water, and I am going to throw a pizza in to eat. walked away thinking I understood everything, but now I actually have one last question I need to get an answer for. And that is, does the dream sleeve transcend time? The Dream Stride and the Dream Sleeve are a fascinating concept in the Elder Scrolls lore, and while they hint at the transcendence of time, they don't operate as conventional time-altering mechanism. I didn't imply that they did. The Dream Sleeve is described as a metaphysical phenomenon where souls pass through during reincarnation or transcendence, often connecting deeply to the flow of magicka and existence itself. It's sometimes likened to a communication or transfer medium between realms. Okay, that makes sense. In between life stages, messages, memories, or knowledge can be arguably passed through the dream sleeve, suggesting it's not bound strictly by linear time as we understand it. If the future is somehow destined to interact with the past, perhaps through prophetic vision, magical foresight, or divine intervention, the dream sleeve might enable that connection. However, in Elder Scrolls lore, actions like sending messages from the future to the past often fall under metaphysical concepts like mantling, divine interference, or dragon breaks, rather than being directly tied to the dream sleeve itself. In short, it could facilitate such phenomenon, but it's more of a symbolic medium within the cosmos than an explicit time-transcending device. So, can it be used to communicate between two alive entities? Dream Sleeve, while mystical and intriguing, is generally understood as a medium for soul transfer and spiritual progress rather than direct real-time communication between two living entities, more closely tied to the concept of reincarnation where souls reverse the sleeve. Okay, then to practically two-way messaging. If living beings were to use something like the Dream Sleeve for communication, it would likely be through indirect means, interpreting shared visions or tapping into the spiritual currents of the universe rather than a straightforward dialogue. It's more abstract and practical. Kind of like a message board? The Dream Sleeve could be seen as a cosmic message board where the knowledge, memories, or essence of souls are stored or transmitted, but accessing it is the tricky part. It's not as straightforward as typing a query. It requires a deep understanding of the metaphysical mechanics, like using the right keys, be they rituals, divine insights, or magical artifacts. In a way, this reflects the enigmatic nature of the Elder Scrolls universe, where hidden truths and ancient knowledge are there for those who dare to seek it, but only if they can decode the layers of mystery, a blend of philosophy, mysticism, and magic all rolled into one. But he straight up says, doesn't he? Greetings, novitiate, and know first as a reassurance Mancar Cameron was once like you, a sleep unwise protonymic. Mortals leave the dreaming sleep of birth. So like you, asleep, unwise, proto. We mortals leave the dreaming sleeve of birth. Is this... So what it's saying is a person who were to engage with it would be reborn with new knowledge. So what I was asking and what I was saying is, greetings, novitiate, and know first a reassurance. Mancar Cameron was once like you, a sleep unwise protonymic. We mortals leave the dreaming sleep of birth, the same unmantled save for the symbiosis with our mothers, thus to practice and thus to rapprochement, until finally we might, through new eyes, leave our hearts without need or fear, as she remains behind. So this quote suggests that the dream sleeve is not just a metaphysical conduit for reincarnation, but also a repository of experiences, knowledge, and perhaps even divine wisdom. When he says, we mortals leave the dreaming sleeve of birth, it implies that soul passes through the dream sleeve upon birth, carrying with them some form of connection to this greater cosmic medium. Well, that's obvious, isn't it? Because that's how the Orbis works. And okay, so that's one of the reasons why the Khajiit are affected and born differently under different moons, because they only have children under specific moons, so that way they're humanoid, which isn't always the case. In Mankar's context, engaging with the dream sleeve might be akin to unlocking a deeper awareness, transcending typical mortal limits, and perhaps gaining access to hidden knowledge embedded within it. His reference to mortals being asleep could symbolize ignorance and unwise protonymic, might hint at individuals' failure to grasp their true essence or cosmic significance. But he also claims that Orbis is a dream. Yes, Mankar's Cameron's assertion that the Orbis is a dream ties deeply into his metaphysical philosophy. This idea resonates with the broader themes of the Elder Scrolls Cosmology, where reality is often portrayed as fluid, subject, and shaped by divine or mortal perceptions. By calling the Orbis a dream, Mankar is highlighting its impermanence and questioning its authenticity as real construct. He implies that everything within the Orbis creation, existence, and even mortality is a part of this dream, like state governed by the will of the gods and the interplay of Anu and Padme. To Mankar, this dream isn't something to embrace, but rather something to awaken from, as he views it all as false reality or a prison that stifles true freedom and potential. This perception adds depth to his radical ideology, where destroying the current order becomes not just rebellion, but a path to enlightenment and liberation from the dream. It's both unsettling and fascinating how he frames reality itself in such abstract terms. That's what I was getting at. He that enters paradise enter his own mother. Ai Elma Ruma. Orbis endeth in all ways. So he's not stating that we're enslaved to the Aedra. He's saying that we are all enslaved to the Orbis as a compartmentalization? Okay, so what I asked was, he isn't saying that man is enslaved. He is saying all entities within the Orbis are enslaved, and total destruction and cleansing will release all souls from the ether of space for true freedom. And then it says, exactly, that's the core of Mankar Cameron's philosophy. He's not merely critiquing the enslavement of mortals, he's pointing to the entire structure of the Orbis as a kind of cosmic trap. In his view, both mortals and divine entities like the Aedra and Daedra are bound within the confines of this dream. The rules and order imposed by the creation of the Mundus, largely credited to Lorcan, act as chains, limiting the potential of all being. Mankar envisions a radical solution, the total annihilation of the Orbis itself, which he believes would dissolve these constraints. By doing so, he suggests that souls, divine mortals, and everything in between would be liberated to an unbound state, perhaps merging with the raw essence of the Aetherius or the primordial chaos of Padme. This true freedom would transcend the binaries of mortal and divine creation and destruction. A deeply subversive worldview. It's interesting. Like, I don't directly disagree, but I also, like, that's deeply chilling. The idea that, in essence, your entire existence is that of your entire existence exists within a bubble, essentially, that you'll never be able to break, pop.
Hello.
Greetings to you.
Wait a minute, that would imply, hang on. Dream sleep can be interpreted as a vast metaphysical repository where all souls pass through, whether during reincarnation or ascension. So, okay, reincarnation is an interesting word here. Or other translation, acts as the medium for the flow of spiritual energy across the existence. Souls travel through it upon death and birth, retaining traces of experiences, memories, or essence, which may influence their rebirth. Okay, so is that why the Khajiit have different forms under different cosmological events? The Khajiit's unique physiology is deeply tied to the lunar lattice, also known as the phases of Nern's two moons, Maser and Secunda. Their forms are determined by the moon phases at the time of their birth, and this celestial connection makes them one of the most fascinating species. The Khajiit creation story explains that their various forms were shaped by Azura, their divine patron, who tied their existence to the moon's movement. Depending on these cosmological events, Khajiit can be born in one of several distinct forms, ranging from small house cat-like creatures, Elfiq, to massive tiger-like warriors, the Senshi, and even humanoid forms like the Cathay or Suthe Rot. We encounter a lot of Suthe Rot. This cosmic link reflects their relationship with the Oribus and the Dream Sleeve. It's like their souls are woven into the fabric of the moon's cycles. The spiritual and physical identity is a manifestation of the interplay between mortal existence and celestial force. Okay. That actually makes a lot more sense than how I was thinking about it.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
Greetings.
What's going on with you?
I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here not long ago. Ugh, I can't stand those things.
I avoid those things whenever I can. Horrible.
Speak.
Oh, it raises so many questions, so many new questions.
Evening.
So then, in theory, would it be that the Dwemer escaped the... Wait a minute. So... One of the prevailing theories in the Elder Scrolls lore, the experience of the Dwemer during the Battle of the Red Mountain has long been shrouded in mystery, and some speculate they may have transcended the Dream Sleeve, or perhaps even the entire fabric of the Orbis itself. The Dwemer, being a highly advanced and metaphysical curious civilization, were deeply invested in the study of tonal architecture, the manipulation of reality through sound and vibrations. Their use of the heart of Lorcan in the Numidium project was an attempt to achieve divinity and immortality, not through worship as other cultures pursued, but through their own technological and metaphysical ingenuity. If they succeeded in using the heart to sever themselves from the Mundus and the constraints of the Orbis, they may have bypassed the Dream Sleep entirely. In essence, they could have escaped the cycle of reincarnation and rebirth, stepping outside the dreamlike nature of existence itself. However, whether this means true freedom or a different form of oblivion is unknown. They may have transcended into a state we can't comprehend or cease to exist in any meaningful way. That's kind of what I was getting at with this whole idea within the Mythic Dawn is like, even if you're right, it doesn't mean you're going to achieve any form of true freedom from the Orbis. It just means you're going to have a soup. Just a soup. My stream freeze? No. The implications are vast. It's so
Tidings,
deep.
citizen.
You have my ear, citizen.
No, I don't. You have your own ear. So many people probably play this game and are like, "Reh, just like a medieval game." Not wrong. Incorrect. We really out here for a stroll.
Pardon me. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I was sent to ask for your help. Arthrelos is a sneaky one. Kind of makes you wonder what he's up to. What? Where are my manners? I'm Rolsa Norvelo. My husband Gillen has requested that I find you and ask if you'd assist him.
Sure.
Normally, I wouldn't approach a total stranger like this, but Gillen seemed so insistent. Please, forgive my audacity.
It's all right, Rel. So
Thank
continue.
you. Gillen always tends to exaggerate, but in this case, he sounded earnest, which worries me a bit. He said to tell you that the matter he needs help with is of the utmost importance to the citizens of the Imperial City. You're to meet him at Ciridor's house, which is located in the Temple District. He said all will be explained when you get there. That's all he told me to say. Thank you. I'm sure he'll be pleased. I must go now. Good day to you.
Middle of the night. What is it? Snow elf? What was it? Snow elves? Yeah, snow elves. So if the Snow Elves or Falmer managed a semi-successful escape from the dream sleep, it would imply that they are partially transcended the cycle of reincarnation and rebirth. This could mean that they retain some of the consciousness or individuality beyond the typical process governed by the Orbis. Given their tragic history, this might have been an attempt to preserve their identity or escape their plight after their defeat by the Nords and eventual subjugation by the Dwemer. However, what would a semi-success... I don't think... I think the Dwemer took some with them and some not, and some are rejected, making them the Falmer. So my theory is that Dwemer took some of the snow elves, some not, and those who were rejected and fell are the Falmer. Fascinating theory, and it aligns intriguingly with the ambiguity surrounding both the Dwemer and the snow elves' fates. If the Dwemer did indeed take some snow elves with them during their disappearance, which might have been an accident, those individuals might have transcended alongside the Dwemer, escaping the constraints of the Dream Sleeve and mortal existence. They could potentially exist in the same enigmatic state as the Dwemer, a realm or a condition beyond comprehension. Meanwhile, those left behind, whether by choice, inability, or rejection, would have been forced to remain within Mundus. This group likely includes the Falmer, who were enslaved and twisted by the Dwemer after being subjugated to their cruel experiments. The resulting degradation of their culture, physiology, and identity marks one of the most tragic outcomes in Tamriel's history. The idea of some of the snow elves being rejected adds another layer of nuance. Perhaps those who didn't align with the Dwemer's metaphysical or technological goals were excluded from whatever transcendence they achieved. This rejection could then symbolize a division between those who embraced escape through the Dwemer's radical methods and those who could not, or would not, abandon their connections to the Orbis and the cycles of existence. Interesting. It's radical, but I mean, it's something. Because if the Dwemer did transcend and exit the Dream Sleeve and their race...
What is it, citizen?
Interesting. Hang on, Boris. I gotta go get my dinner. Actually, you know what? I thought about it a little bit more, and it really does make sense. The Snow Elves were a part of the Dream Sleeve with the Dwemer when the Dwemer were fucking off and doing what they were doing. And a large portion of their race, whatever happened, the catastrophe that took the Dwemer away, also took the Snow Elves, but not all of them. And a large portion of their knowledge was lost. Then the Falmer makes sense. Like, I know that the Dwemer did terrible things to the Snow Elves, but I don't know. Raises interesting questions.
Remember, trespassing in the Imperial Palace is a serious crime. Do not venture beyond the first and second floors.
I had to read books in the game.
All visitors to the Imperial Palace are asked to keep their voices down, especially if Council is in session.
Hello.
Hi.
Greetings, Imperial Sister. Ever need cash in a hurry? You should try Jensen's. One man's trash soon becomes another man's trash, I suppose. Bye.
This is good pizza. I spent a little bit of time down here already.
Stick together! The training of thousands passed through me.
I missed. Let me lead the way. Why do I always miss? No. This is my rat. And my trashy shop. Are you gonna open that? Oh.
Get my back! Watch the flank. Quickly now.
Got you.
Get my back.
Right in the face. I feel like that one should. Whoa. Got a Macy dude too. Look at that. He's just down here murking. Stupid goblin. I don't need the book right now. I already got what I needed from it. Inspiration. Rally on target. No. How do I... Oh, here we go. Okay. all these enemies in here. Damn.
Stick together! Stick together!
Damn it.
Stand ready.
What the hell? What did that rat have? Junk on him? Whatever. Where is this meeting place? It's like way down here.
All right, the room with the table is just through this door. I always wondered who put it there. I happen to know that if you go up the stairs there, you can get a vantage point on the meeting room. I think I'd better be the one to handle the meeting. You'll be my backup. Keep watch from above in case of trouble. No, it should be me. I have a blood debt to repay these Mythic Dawn assassins. Besides, I've trained for this kind of thing my whole life.
No.
Very well, we'll do it your way. Be careful, and remember, we can't leave here without that book. It's our best chance of getting the amulet back. Listen, I may not survive this, but if I don't, you must. You must recover the book and find the amulet of
Yeah, I want to
Kings.
read it.
I'm glad to have you at my back. Okay, let's do this.
We're gonna do this together, bruh. Oh, up here. I always wondered who put that table there. Hi.
I told you to come alone! Brothers, kill them!
Talos bless me.
Paradise awaits you.
I've sworn
Be
to
glad you
die.
will not live! The dawn
Zephyrian strike.
Be glad! You will not live to see the day Lord Dagon walks the earth!
Talos bless me. Not on this day. Stand ready.
Paradise awaits me.
That's 3 more that won't be reporting back to their master.
Yeah, but you totally blew our cover, you dummy. Who's got the book? Ah, book. There you go. No, they're not gonna report back, and we're gonna get... They're gonna know. Fool. Foolish man. Ooh, fortify magic. I'll take the money. Money, money, money. Where'd Boris go? Boris, where'd you go? What if I sleep here? Let's see. What does he have to say? Book 4. May the holder of the fourth key know the heart thereby. The Mundex Terrene was once ruled over solely by the tyrant Drow King. Each their own dominion, and border wars fought between their slave oceans. They were akin to the time totems of old, yet evil and full of mockery and profane powers. No one that lived did so outside of the sufferance of the Drews. Drow are the terminal race of a powerful aquatic creature. What? Landro. They're like an insectoid race? What about the... Okay. Primordial race. Alright, so I'm gonna read this. The Drow's ancient status ties into Menkar's worldview, where he frequently highlights beings and concepts that defy the order imposed by the Mundus. He likely sees the Drows as remnants of an earlier, freer era, perhaps closer to the chaotic, undreamed state he wishes to restore. This would align with his disdain for the Aedra and the structured reality they create. It's exactly what he said, so yeah, I would assume. I giveth my soul to the Magna J, saith the joyous in paradise, for they created Mehrunes the Razor in secret, in the very bowels of Lig, the domain of the upstart who vanishes. Though they came from diverse waters, each get shared sole purpose. What is a get? Get is a term used to refer to offspring or descendants. It's often employed in somewhat archaic or formal ways. Someone might refer to the get of someone to denote their child or successor. I give my soul to the Magna J, saith the joyous in paradise, for they created Mehrunes Razor in secret, in the very bowels of Lig, the domain of the upstart who vanished. Though they came from diverse waters, each child shared sole purpose, to artifice a prince of good spinning his likeness in random swath, and imbuing him with oblivion's most precious and scarce asset, hope. Deathlessly I intone from paradise, Mehrunes the thief-taker, Mehrunes God's body, Mehrunes the red arms that went up, New Montia liberty. Deny not that these days shall come again, my novitiates. For as Mehrunes threw down Liggs and cracked his face, declaring each of the 19 and 9 oceans free. So shall he crack the serpent crown of the Cyrodiil and make federation. All will change in these days as it was changed in those. For by the magic, where Numantia, a great rebellion rose up, and pulled down the towers of Chimel Karjig, and the Templars of the upstart were slaughtered, and blood fell like dew from the upper wards down to the lowest pits. The slaves with maniacal faces took chains and teeth to their jailers, and all hope was brushfire. So, Numantia? Numantia ES. Elder Scrolls. What is Numantia? Numantia, also called the Numantia, is a concept from the Elder Scrolls lore that refers to the eternal truth or enlightened state beyond the illusions of the Orbis. It's often tied to Mankar Cameron's teachings in the commentaries on Mysterium Xerxes. In his cryptic writing, he alludes to Numantia as a liberated state where entities break free from the constraints of the Mundus and its imposed reality, transcending the dream of existence. Okay. So that pretty much confirms everything. So the implication they would hold the Druze? In the commentaries on the mysterious Xerxes, the mention of jailers does seem to imply entities or forces that held the Druze in metaphysical or literal chains, enslaving them within the constraints of the Mundus and its imposed order. The Druze, as ancient beings tied to the Ptolemaic chaos, may symbolize the raw, unbound nature of existence that Cameron speaks to reclaim. Their rise to break free from enslavement could metaphorically represent rebellion against the cyclical systems of the Orbis, challenging the construct that keep all entities, mortal gods, and other beings bound within the dream-like framework of reality. If we interpret this through Cameron's lens, the Druze become emblematic of a broader cosmic uprising aimed at dismantling the Mundus and its cyclical ideology. This perspective ties into Cameron's radical ideology of total destruction and cleansing, where breaking free from the illusion of the Orbis allows true liberation. The Druze role, as suggested in the commentaries, adds an ancient primal layer to his rebellion, embodying the chaotic forces that Cameron revere. Okay. Interesting. Your dawn listens, my lord. Let all the Orbis know itself to be free. Mehrunes is come. Mehrunes is come. There is no dominion save free will. Suns were riven as your red legions moved from Lig to the hinterlands of Chill, a legion for each child. And Curry was thrown down, and Jeff was thrown down, and Horma Guile was crushed with cold salt, and forevermore called Or. And so shall it be again under the time of gates. So Okay, so suns were riven as your Red Legion. Red Legion being the Legion of Tiber's Septum. Leg to the hinterlands of Chill. When Menkar mentions the Red King and the Red Legions, many scholars and fans interpret these terms to refer to Tiber's Septum, later known as Talos, and his armies during the conquest and unification of Tamriel under the Emperor. The red is often associated with the Empire and its banners symbolizing blood, power, and conquest. In this context, the Red Army could represent the forces of Tiber's Septum, led his campaign to solidify control over Tamriel and establish the Septum dynasty. Through Cameron's subversive lens, these figures are viewed not as heroes, but as agents of oppression, structures of the Mundus, a structure he seeks to dismantle. His interpretation fits well into Menkar's overarch. Yeah, we can know that. So then Curry was thrown down. Jaff was thrown down. And Horma Guile was crushed. Are these people? In Menkar Cameron's cryptic messaging, the Curry was thrown down, Jeff was thrown down, and Horma Guile was crushed seem to echo symbolic or mythological defeats rather than literal historical events involving people. These names likely represent entities or concepts tied to the commentaries of Mr. Zergis, Cameron's metaphysical framework. Each name might symbolize forces or ideologies. Under the Myers, Malbioche was thrown down that old city of chains, blacked in new bone warmth and set free. Galg and Morgalg were thrown down together in a single night of day, and shall it be again under the time of gates. What is time of gates? While its exact meaning is open to interpretation, many believe it refers to the Oblivion Crisis, a pivotal event where the barriers or gates between Nirn and Oblivion are shattered, allowing Daedra to invade the mortal realm. But Daedra are immortal. Daedra are mortal in the sense that they aren't truly eternal or immune to destruction. While they are ageless and far more resilient than mortals from Nirn, they can be killed, banished, or dissipated. Their connection to the dream sleep, however, differs significantly from that of mortals. Mortals interact with the dream sleep primarily through the cycles of reincarnation and soul movement passing through it upon death and rebirth. Daedra, on the other hand, are typically bound to their planes of oblivion and don't undergo the same reincarnation process. When a Daedra dies in Nirn, it doesn't truly die. It is banished back to its oblivion plane and will eventually reform. This process suggests that they might interact with the dream sleeve indirectly. They aren't subject to its cycles in the same way mortals are. Their existence is tied more to their realm and divine nature outside the constraints of mortal souls. This distinction makes Daedra fascinating. They inhabit a liminal space between immortality and mortality, and their connection to the metaphysical fabric of the Orbis is unique. So the Daedra would follow the same rules. The Daedra follow similar rules, but the key distinction, like the Daedra and Daedra, are divine beings tied to the metaphysical fabric of the Orbis. However, their interaction with the dream sleep differs significantly due to their sacrifice during the creation of the Mundus. The Daedra gave parts of their essence to form the mortal plane, which bound them in ways the Daedra avoided. This act of creation left the Aedra diminished, and while they still exist, they are not as free or independent as the Daedra. Their diminished state means they are closer to mortality than the Daedra are, but they don't engage with the dream sleep directly like mortals do. Instead, their remnants and influences are felt in the cycles of existence through their artifacts, blessings, and myth. It's worth noting that many Aedra are considered dead or lost because of their sacrifice, suggesting they may not exist in a traditional sense anymore. Their essence might persist within the dream sleep or the fabric of the Mundus itself, woven into the cycles of creation and rebirth. Or the Aedra is magic. Let's see. Could the Aedra death and soul be perceived as the fabric of magic, is what I asked. The Aedra's sacrifice during the creation of the Mundus led to their essence being infused into the fabric of reality itself, and many scholars and fans interpret this as the basis for Magicka, and the mortal world's connection to divine energy. Their death, or diminishment, allowed for the formation of the physical plane, binding their souls and essence into the very structure of existence. This divine essence permeates the cosmos and becomes accessible to mortals through the use of Magicka, a force that originates from Aetherius, but flows through all parts of creation, including the Mundus. In this sense, Magicka could be seen as the residual energy of the Aedra, a tangible manifestation of their souls in sacrifice. It represents their lingering presence in the mortal realm, allowing mortals to tap into a fragment of divine power. Their essence woven into the cosmos also explains why certain artifacts and shrines of the Aedra continue to hold immense power. Interesting. Could it be that the Aedra and their Magicka are responsible for the binding of oblivion to the mortal realm? That's a fascinating hypothesis, and it holds some merit within the Elder Scrolls cosmology. The Aedra, through their sacrifice during the creation of the Mundus, essentially established the laws and structures of existence that govern the mortal realm. This act of creation, including... Oop, I lost myself. Including their essence become intertwined with Magicka, likely had profound implications for the connection between Nirn, the mortal realm, and other planes, including Oblivion. While the Daedra are inherently tied to Oblivion and exist somewhat independently of Aedra, it's conceivable that the Aedra's creation of Mundus and the metaphysical framework that came with it necessitates binding Oblivion to the mortal realm. This connection might serve as a balance between creation and chaos, allowing the Daedra to interact with mortals while preventing Nirn from being fully consumed by the chaotic forces of Oblivion. Magicka could be the conduit that facilitates this binding as it flows through all realms and represents the Orbis' interconnected nature. The Aedra's residual essence, infused in the cosmos, might act as an anchor, keeping Oblivion's influence in check, while simultaneously allowing controlled interaction, such as summoning Daedra or creating magical portals. So it's almost like, not Tai, yin and yang. Nothing but woe for Nirn, which has become the pit of and 7 curses on its drow. Interesting. The Vermai ni Mok. The Vermai? What's the Vermai? The pit and 7 curses on its drow. The Vermai ni Mok. 7 curses. In Tamrielic lore, the number 7 is often imbued with Mystical significance in the 7 curses could symbolize layers of torment, sin, or oppression placed upon the drow. These might represent the constraints imposed on them by their jailers, entities, or forces tied to the structured order of the Orbis, as hinted in Mankar's philosophy. Reminding Malk, this phrase is like Daedric or Aelidunes, the language of the Aelids, and its exact translation isn't provided in the text. Ramai might refer to a form of life or being, while Ni Malk could suggest something like of chain or of servitude. So I would read that as nothing but woe for Earth, which has become the pit, and 7 curses on its drow and some other species who are bound to it. Before it, the Crusades would be as my Lord's creation, Gen, or children by the gay, and do as thou wilt of no fetters but your own conscience. Know that your hell is broken, people of the Orbis, and praise the new Montia, which is liberty. So not quite. Numantia is a concept that transcends the idea of physical paradise, better understood as a state of metaphysical enlightenment or ultimate freedom within Mankar Cameron's philosophy. Unlike paradise, which he describes as a physical realm, he created through the power of the mysterious Xerxes for his followers, Numantia symbolizes liberation from the constraints of the Mundus and the Orbis, and even the cyclical dream of existence. Numantia. Cameron Dagon. Elder Scrolls Cosmology. Hang on, what is this? Oh, Children of the Primordials, okay. Galaxies of Oblivion. I know how I perceived it. So, Elder Scrolls Cosmology, Numantia. Mehruz Dagon, Teogorath. Thief, Ritual Lover, Mage, Shadow, Oblivion. Got it. Okay. I'm beginning to get it. It's complex, but it makes sense. My mysticism goes up. Both in real life and in the video game. That's supposed to have poison. Wow, game. Huh. But that, all of that cosmology also would imply that there are things beyond all of it. It's raised a lot more questions than I thought. Show shortcuts. Okay, that's how you do it. Got it. Can't go that way. I wish you could just poison like a stack of arrows. Like if you have 10 potions, you should be able to poison a stack of 10 arrows. Be really handy. I think this is where we started the stream too. Dumbass crab. Are you out here, sir? We need to have a word. I forgot I bought 50 lockpicks for this exact reason. I mean, I like the lockpicking system. It's frustrating. I'm not great at timing. And he poisoned me. No, that closes it. Okay, so I've been through this passage then. Just rake it, bro. Just rake it. All you gotta do is rake the lock. Ooh, in the face, in the face. There's a slaughterfish that you can get to jump out of the water here. There he is. Okay. It's kind of tricky right there, so you can get him to jump. Alright, I guess we're going this way then. Stinking crab, really? I'm lost in the sewer. Aw.
Ow!
This way, maybe? Oh, hi. That skirmisher could have really messed me up. I think I don't need to turn that. Yeah, fuck it. What the hell? Crap, people. Oh! Get me out of here. Go, go, go. No, this isn't where I want to be. Go, 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 go. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, these guards gonna
You
stop
have my
talking
ear,
to me?
citizen.
No. Okay, perfect. Perfect. We're solid. Perfect. I need that as a soundbite. Trapaholics mix. I gotta go to the... What's it called? Bruh. Alchemy. No, not alchemy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm big brain enough to understand this game.
What do you want?
What the fuck?
Necromancy may be legal in Cyrodiil, but few will openly admit to practicing it now that the Mages Guild has banned it. To find their secret shrine to Mehrunes Dagon, you'll need to study the 4 volumes of Mainkar Cameron's commentaries. It is a fairly common practice of these kinds of esoteric cults to put hidden messages within their sacred writings. In effect, simply by finding their way to the shrine, prospective members have already passed the first test on the road to enlightenment. You've piqued my curiosity about this puzzle. I will think on it myself and let you know if I have any ideas. Check back with me tomorrow after I've given this matter some thought.
Chains, gates, purse. Oh. Chains, gates, curses, pit. Curry, Dejaf, Homa, Geo. The number 7. Okay.
The Holy Book of the Mythic Dawn, supposedly written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. If it exists, it would be an artifact of great and evil power. The Holy Book, if it exists. The supposed leader of the Mythic Dawn cult. He wrote the commentaries are too... I'll keep studying the first 2 volumes.
I have them. They're right there.
Of the commentaries.
I need to go speak to Joffrey.
Who knows? I might turn up something before you do.
I already figured it out. 9-7. Numerology is being utilized. There's different weird terminologies being used as alternative words. They've got to be... Where would they be? Near a prison? I don't know. Let's fast travel just so we can get going, because we did just do like a whole breakdown on the lore. Wait, Martin can probably help. He has Daedric knowledge. Joffrey wouldn't be able to help. Martin! Martin!
This whole business of being heir to the throne will take some getting used to. Please bear with me. I don't know much about it. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xerxes are the only source we have for its existence. The author of the commentaries claimed the Xerxes was written by Mehrunes Dagon himself, but no one else has ever seen it. Farewell, my friend.
What do you need?
I'm just happy you're alive.
I haven't been to Cloud Ruler since I was a young trainee. It feels good to be back. The Blades have always been here, and always will be.
Good to see you, Barus.
May Uriel's spirit guide us in these troubles.
Has anybody seen Joffrey? Joffrey! Is he in the wine cellar getting drunk? Hang on, I gotta... Yeah. Switch back. Have you seen Joffrey? Ooh. Joffrey!
Ah, there you are. We need to talk.
What do you need, comrade? My ear, my sword, name it.
I can't stop thinking about the Emperor. We failed. We failed because we got complacent. We got arrogant. Now the Empire's paying the price.
There is much wisdom in your words, my friend. Have you discussed this with the others?
What concerns one of us concerns all of us. We are Blades, after all.
The Emperor's death was a harsh lesson to learn. We can never be too vigilant. But now is the time for action, not talk. There is work to be done.
Farewell. Hail!
Hail. Hey, you guys mind if I have these? So I can, drop the ones I stole. Also, I have like these rings. Ooh, Ring of Detect Life. That'll be handy. Reflect damage, base Ring of Retribution. Reflect damage on things. Interesting.
Hail!
Hail! I'm looking for armor. Oh, that's so helpful. Gauntlet, Blade Greaves, Blade Courteous. Nice. Oh, I need to pick that back up. Oh, is this considered heavy? Ooh, I'm a light armors expert. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I'll be almost a blade. You seen Joffrey?
Do you?
Joffrey. I already have a katana. Man, they got themselves little spots.
Good evening, sir.
Actually, in the first year of the First Era, a powerful race of elves called the Aelids, or the Heartland High Elves, ruled Central Tamriel with an iron hand. The High and Haughty Aelids relied on their patrons, the treacherous Daedra lords to provide armies of Daedra and dead spirits. With these fearless magical armies, the aliens preyed without mercy upon the younger races of men, slaughtering or enslaving them at their whim. On behalf of the suffering human race, Saint Alessia, the first in the line of Cyrodiils, sought the aid of Akatosh, the dragon's god of time, and ruler of the noble Aedra Akatosh. Looking with pity upon the plight of men, drew precious blood from his own heart, and blessed Saint Alessia with this blood of dragons, and made a covenant that so long as Alessia's generations were true to the dragon's blood, Akatosh would endeavor to seal tight the gates of oblivion and to deny the armies of Daedra and undead to their enemies, the Daedra-loving aliens. Interesting. The aliens are ancient, so would all elves be descendants? Not all elves are descendants of the Aelids, but they are part of a larger shared lineage known as the Eldmeri. The Eldmeri are the ancestral race of all elves in Tamriel. Originating from Somerset Isle, now the homeland of the Altmer. Over time, as the Eldmeri expanded across Tamriel, different groups branched out, adapted to their environment, and developed distinct cultures and identities. Oh. Okay. In token of this covenant, follow me. In token of this covenant, Akatosh gave to Alessia and her descendants the Amulet of the Kings and the eternal dragon fires of the Imperial City. Thus does Alessia become the first gem in the Cyrodiil's Amulet of Kings. The gem is the red diamond in the middle of the amulet. This is the symbol of the Empire and later taken as the symbol of the Septum line. It is surrounded by 8 other gems, one for each of the divines. By the 9. So long as the Empire shall maintain its worship of Akatosh and his kin, and so long as Alessia's heirs shall bear the Amulet of Kings, Akatosh and his divine kin maintain a strong barrier between Tamriel and Oblivion, so that mortal man may never again fear the devastating summoned hosts of the Daedra Lords. But if the Empire should slacken in its dedication to the 9 divines, or if the blood of Alessia's heirs should fail, then shall the barriers between Tamriel... Okay, got it. There's a lot of lore going on, huh? Joffrey, where are you? Is this my room? No. Is this my room? No. Bruh. This is mine now. Oh, I didn't even know we could do this. Store. We don't need this. Actually, I changed my mind. Give me back these. If I shan't have a home, I shall make myself a chest.
Yes? Hail!
Joffrey!
What is it? The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything now. Once we have it back, Martin can use it to light the dragonfires in the Temple of the One, and reseal the barriers between Oblivion and our world. I'm glad to have Boris here. He guards Martin night and day. His way of atoning for the death of Emperor Uriel, I suppose. This fortress is well... May Talos...
Cryptology. GREENEMPERROR. Green Emperor. Way. WHE. Where. TOWER Tower. TOUC Touch is MIDDAY Midday Sun. Okay. So is Greenway Emperor. I don't know where that is, so I'm just gonna look that up. Greenway Emperor is a district within the Imperial City. Okay, so it's within the... It's in the Central District. Central District. Here? Imperial Palace, yeah. Right here.
Let's guide you.
I figured it out because I'm smarter than all of you. No, I'm just kidding. That was a good one though. Who doesn't love a little cryptology? So I'm guessing that holding the 4 keys will activate some form of divine message. Midday Sun. How do I know what Green Emperor Way is? Is there a sign?
Hello.
Ike? No. I don't know. Daniel City, no. Nailed it. I have followed the clues hidden in the 4 volumes written by Mankar Cameron to find the gravestone in Green Emperor Way. At noon, a map of Cyrodiil appears on the gravestone with the location of the Mythic Dawn Shrine marked on it. I need to find my way to the shrine and locate the Amulet of Kings. Lake areas. Well, we're going to take a break there because it's been 3 hours and 45 minutes, and anybody watching this episode just got like a massive Elder Scrolls lore breakdown, and I need to go think about some of the things I learned because there's a lot going on. And then we'll get more answers later on. Was not expecting a detective game. I'm playing this completely different than what I did as a kid. But yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful one. I'll see